lesson health and disease. Okay, so in this lesson we will study about what is meant by health and which are various types of diseases. Okay, so let us start our lesson. First one, can you recall, have you ever taken the leave from school due to sickness? So many times you take a leave from school due to sickness. What happens exactly when we become sick? So we do not feel good when we are sick. Then sometimes we feel good even without taking any medicine, and sometimes we need to consult doctor and take regular medicine in sickness. Why is it so? So many times if we take rest, then we feel better, and sometimes we have to uh, consult our doctor so that he can diagnose the disease and gives us medicine. Okay, then health. So here is a definition of health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental and social well-beingness, and not merely the absence of any disease. So it is a state of complete physical, means our it is a state of physical wellness, means we should be physically fit. Then mentally we should be fit, and social well-beingness means we should behave properly in the society. Okay, and not merely the absence of any disease. So though you don't have any disease, and if you are not physically mentally fit, then you are not healthy person. Okay, so learn the definition of health. Then what is disease? So disease, so condition of disturbance in physiological and psychological processes of body is called as disease. Okay, so physiological means various physiological processes are there. For example, digestion, excretion, blood circulation, breathing, that is taking oxygen and giving out carbon dioxide. So when there are disturbance in these physiological processes, or psychological means mental processes, okay, so of the body, then it is called as disease. Each disease has its own specific symptoms. Means for example, fever is there, okay, body ache is there. So these are the symptoms. Okay, then types of disease. So disease are classified into two types according to duration and according to reasons. Duration means time period. So again it is of two type: chronic disease, acute disease. Okay, so chronic means which is long lasting, like diabetes is there, arthritis. And acute means which is only for some days, like cold is there, flu which is for 4 days or 1 week. These are called as the acute disease. Then according to reason, hereditary and acquired. Hereditary means which are transferred from parents to their children, or from one generation to another. So example, Down syndrome, it is a one disease. Then acquired diseases, infectious and non-infectious. So infectious means which are spread due to microorganism like bacteria and virus, and non-infectious is due to some disorder in your body. For example, diabetes. So it is due to if your pancreas are not working properly, they will not secrete the hormone insulin, and the amount of sugar will increase in your blood. That is diabetes. Then heart disease. For example, if the muscles of heart are weak, then there is a heart problems are there. Okay, so that is non-infectious diseases. Then how do the following diseases spread? Hepatitis. So hepatitis mean Marathi we call it as a kavid. Okay, so hepatitis spread through water. Then malaria through mosquitoes, scabies, worm, insects are like organism are there. Then TB or tuberculosis, bacteria. Dengue, dengue is due to mosquito. Then dysentery, it is due to contaminated water. Ringworm is also due to contaminated food and water. Then swine flu is due to virus, H1N1 virus. Then what do we mean by pathogens? So pathogens are the organism, especially microorganism, which spread these diseases. What do we mean by infectious disease? So infectious disease means those which spread through various organisms and they are transferred from one person to another. So here is a infection through sputum. Sputum means what we call it as a, it is present in our mouth, okay, and like mucilage it is there, okay, and through it microorganism can spread which are present in our respiratory tract. In this area small droplets are vaporized into fine mist. So when a person cough or sneeze, these small droplets of sputum, they are vaporized and into fine particles, okay, then mist remains in air for several minutes to few hours, like this, okay, and then large droplets settle on the ground within few seconds, okay. So like this the pathogens spread from one person to another person. Then there is a chart, okay, so showing various diseases, infectious disease spread through contaminated air. Contaminated means in which these microorganism, bacteria or virus are present. So contaminated air, water, food or vectors means which carry these microorganism, insect and other animal are called as the infectious disease. So vector means, for example, mosquito is a vector, okay. So for example dengue is spread by these mosquitoes, so it is a vector means here mosquito is a vector, okay. So some which diseases are they? TB or tuberculosis, hepatitis, dysentery, cholera and typhoid. So TB is caused due to bacteria Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mode of infection means how does it get into your body? Spitting by patient. So bacteria are present in the spit of the patient, and when he spit they spread through air. Prolonged contact with and sharing of material of patient. So if a person, healthy person is in contact with the patient of TB, that healthy person will also get the TB. Then symptom chronic cough means cough is for a long time. Blood is spitting, blood is there in the spit. Emaciation, difficult breathing. So while taking the while breathing there is a difficulty. Then prevention, BCG vaccine. One vaccine is there. Generally it is given to the baby, which make the body resistant to this bacteria. Isolation of patient. So patient is separated from the community, and regular medication like DOT. So DOT is a treatment for TB. Then hepatitis or jaundice. So there are A, B, C, D, 5 types of virus are there, hepatitis virus, and it is spread due to contaminated water. Contaminated means in which that virus are present. Then sharing of needle, injection needles. Then blood transfusion means in blood also that virus of this hepatitis is present. Then anorexia. Anorexia means vomiting like sensation is there. Yellow urine, general weakness, nausea, vomiting, grey stool. Then how can we prevent? Drinking boiled water. So many time it is spread due to water. So if we don't know the source of water, we should boil and then drink. Proper cleaning of hands. Then dysentery means again and again the patient go to toilet. Bacteria, virus, Shingilla bacilli, entamoeba histolytic, amoeba we have studied. So all these cause dysentery. Then how we get dysentery? Contaminated food and water. What are the symptoms? Watery stool and pains in abdomen. Drinking of boiled water. Oh, again, so if we boil the water for 20 minutes, almost all microorganisms can be killed, okay. So boiled water is safe always for drinking. Proper storage of food. So if food is not covered, there is a possibility that microorganism get mixed in that food. Then ORS consumption, it is a liquid containing sugar and salt. Then cholera, Vibrio cholerae bacteria, contaminated food and water, vomiting, severe diarrhea, cramping legs. These are the symptoms of this disease. and following hygienic practice means we should always wash our hand. Okay, then avoiding open place food may be contaminated. Then drinking boiled water, so it will be not contaminated. And vaccine is available, we have to take that vaccine of cholera. Then typhoid, bacteria salmonella typhi cause this typhoid, and it is spread due to contaminated food and water. And symptoms are anorexia, headache, rash on abdomen, dysentery, fever up to 104°F. And how can we avoid? Drinking clean water, vaccination, and proper disposal of sewage means toilet water. Okay, so that is all about this infectious disease. Okay, so today we will stop. Okay, thank you.